I wanted to finish up the Walkaround series with a little short video about the rim trail. And during that time, things don't always go like they're planned. And it took me 2 or 3 trips out there to really get it finished. And the last one came out very different from what I expected, but it'll still be entertaining. So come on, let's go. So this is a additional part of the walkaround on my property, and I'm up in front near the road. You might be able to see the guardrail up there. You'll probably hear a car in a minute. So little copse of trees. I have found structures in here before, and I'm just walking around and shooting. So check it out. This time of year, there's not a lot of access without going through chest-high weeds. Oh, look at that. That's rather interesting. And a lot of this is growing up. You just don't know what you're going to find around here. So, now this is interesting, and I'll tell you why. This has been here for a while, but it's different. And I just recently saw a picture of it, and that I have squirreled away somewhere, and I'll throw it in here. And we'll see just how different it is. Alright, so with my tractor broke, there hasn't been a lot of grass cutting going on. And as you can see, it's all overgrown. Right down through there is how I get over into the top side of the east leg of my woods. I'm out here today because I want to look at a trail that I call the rim trail. And it starts right up in here. It goes along the foot of and up on a little bit the elevation for the road. And yes, the road's right there. You would be surprised. I have been. Just how close the squatches get to the road confidently. Alright, so right at the moment I'm looking for the trail, if it even still remains. I haven't been out here for a while, but it's been here ever since I've lived here, so let me look for it. By the time I got to where I wanted to be, my camera crapped out on me. So, back to the house to charge it. Then, we'll pick it up about the same spot the next time I went out. Alright, big nasty thorns are nothing new around here. I just had to get through some. But here's the trail. Now, I'm seeing what looks like old deer prints, and that's fine. The thing that's always freaked me out about this trail is deer prints missing. In other words, the trail's obviously used often, and most of the time it's hard packed and cleared wide, but there's no deer prints. I'm seeing a few old ones, and that's what's always tripped me out about this trail. It also would provide great access to the front of my property and over into the top of the pines. Let's walk. My son's old Jeep is down there where he got it stuck. He had rolled it and then got it home and then drove it rolled back here in the woods and got it stuck, and there it sits. So one of my health issues is being diabetic. Any diabetic will understand that when you get called in nature, you better not ignore it. Picked it up about where I left off. So here's the first thing I see. Just caught my attention. And the big end is sitting on the ground. And then this one's just pushed over or fallen over. So I thought that's interesting. So now I'm going to walk on down here. Now here's something else. It's kind of interesting. Another pushover. And that's right about on the beginning of the rim trail. Well, it's going to take me a minute to work over there. So at least this time I made it off the trail and onto the forest floor. It's been 15 years ago. The state came in and bulldozed a corridor so they could work on a drain tile that I had already crossed over, and they had to dig it out and replace it. So they made a freaking 2-lane wide path with a bulldozer through my woods. Made me very happy. They won't do it again. But I made it to the forest floor, and during editing of this video, I wasn't happy, so I knew when I looked at the videos that I was going to go back out there again. But here's what I found when I got down there poking around, and it's really easy to lose focus because there's just so much to look at. So the next thing I want to show you here is something we first saw on Bigfoot Odyssey when Carrie and I were out in this area. And you're going to see it. You've probably seen it before, and other than that, and you'll see it again after this time, because it's changing, getting added to. So here it is. After walking around that thing, I found myself in what I call that corner, which is like the furthest corner of my property from my house. You've seen it before from the last video, but I just wound up over there and did a 360. still wasn't satisfied with what I'd captured, so I went out and shot one more time about a month later. This next clip was shot May 3rd, 2019. During editing, I found that I had an opportunity to give some small explanation as to what I look for. So I got that far. It still felt like it was missing something. So I thought I'd go out and shoot myself sitting out on the hill, which I did. I don't sneak when I'm out and about. I'm quiet, but I don't sneak. Sneaking is a bust immediately. They'll catch you. I just figure they always know I'm there and act accordingly. Uh, Once I was sitting up there on the hill for about 45 minutes, didn't see or hear anything. And it was in the fall when all the underbrush was down. And I decided to go check on some ginseng that was nearby on my property. And while I was at the ginseng, I recorded a wood knock, which you've heard on the other videos. So anyway, I went out and shot myself sitting out there. And that seems to be a fitting end for the end of this video. I think it's entirely possible the Squatches don't like me having high ground over them and being able to look down on them. Not that I've ever seen anything, but like it's against their nature to allow that. And so they're maybe taking advantage of some fallen trees, and they keep, every time I show up out there and go up the trail, they just throw some more trees on it, the trailhead. It'd be interesting to see what happens next time I go out there. Last time out, I didn't bother going through that mess of trees. I just went up through the woods, across the creek somewhere else. This was mid-July when I filmed this. You're lucky to see 40 feet with all the brush up. But squatches, I have found through personal experience, like about a 50 to 60 yard standoff distance to see what you're doing. Of course, you're lucky to see 40 feet right now. So that's about it for the Rim Trail and Walkaround series. Thanks for watching.